Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm showing you a game of where I thrashed my opponent. Well, it is also for you to learn something in this game. So please like this video, subscribe to my channel and share this video. Right now, this is the game. It was against an opponent in my tournament. Well, it was in a tournament that was quite a long time ago. So I am white and my opponent is black. So this starts e4. I could have played d4 London, but I decided to play e4 like I normally do. Well, this is an opponent lower rating than me, with a lower rating, yeah. And so we also have time limits, as you can see here. And now e6. Now e6 I do not like at all. Unless you have it for a good reason, because now you can simply just play that. Attack! Well, now you see I'm controlling lots of the center. And now they play f5, attacking my center. Never mind, queen h5 check. They can simply block it. I move my queen back home. And now they don't realize they can literally win a free pawn. Why don't they win a free pawn? I have no clue why they don't win a free pawn. So instead, they just play knight f6. I have no clue why they played that. Pawn f3. And I'll play bishop b4 check. Thanks to that, because that continues my defending. And right now, my opponent's time is very less. They take a long time for their moves. It's already 9 minutes and 4 seconds. Mine is 9 minutes and 38 seconds. So I have loads more time than her. So now they play bishop a5. Go away, bishop. We don't want you here. Bishop b6. Bishop, please go away. Pawn c6. Bishop, please go away. And just look at the center that I'm controlling. All these, I'm going to show you all the squares that my pawns are controlling. Look at that. And that is vast. So they can hardly get to my king over here. That is vast. And if you count the fact that this diagonal is being controlled with my bishop, it takes up vast space and limits loads of spaces that my opponent can't get to. That's why it is so important to control the center. But meanwhile, that's why I never say to play pawn e6. Never. Unless you want to attack the center straight away. Only play it for a good reason. Right. So I play bishop d5, simply pinning the knight to the queen. Also putting less pressure on this pawn, since it was attacked. They play pawn b5, not that much use, even anyway, they can't go there. So simply I just exchange to take the knight off, but the queen is right here now, attacking the center. But still, I have too much defenders. Right now, I get my bishop out. They play knight a6 since they can't go here, sad times. And now they can hardly even get, the knight cannot go anywhere. The knight is simply trapped. You can only go here, repetition. So I could push, like going here, but I don't want to at the moment, because right now I need to continue defending. Knight d2, putting more defenders, not here, on the d file. Now they play bishop f4, attacking my knight. They're starting to get on my king. I continue developing and defending. Now look at that. Also, these two are control, and we have loads. But finally, the bishop has found a space, but I am a little dumb because I didn't even see that. So they played bishop g5 since they realized it, but I attacked it. So I played knight e2, attacking the bishop and defending. So after all, that was not so dumb. They play bishop g5, I castle. Bishop e3 check, blah, blah, blah. I can move in the corner. They think they want to pin my rook and get it, but that's not going to happen today. And now they start the center off. I get my bishop out, controlling more. Sometimes this bishop can hardly go anywhere. So they play queen h4. Ooh, I'm in deep trouble, deep trouble. I play pawn g3. Go away, queen. We don't want you. We don't want to live with the queen. They play queen h3. No, go away, queen. Pawn f4, and simply the bishop is trapped. Just trapped. Poor bishop. That is just trapped. The best that they can do is just to take the knight, and then they can exchange, and I don't mind. But anyway, the bishop has no escape square, so it's going to continue here in my care. They play pawn h5, desperately trying to get at my king. Desperately. I feel like I'm in big trouble. By the way, this is also a rated game. And if you like, you can see my rating. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ha! Right? Rook f3 attacking the bishop. Now the bishop is forced to take the knight. And pawn h4. Come on. I play knight g1, attacking the queen, finding a counterattack. And deeper way, I could have just played that. Surprise! Now the queen has to go back to g4. We're lucky because now that's actually defended twice. Sorry, defended twice by bishop and knight. Pawn h3, get away, queen! We don't want to live with this queen. So they play queen h5. They could have taken the pawn, but I was attacking that queen. And now I play pawn g4. I'm pushing. Push it. Queen h7. And I'm pushing even more. g5. And literally that queen can get there, but it's gonna hardly ever get there. With the fact that I have too much control. And if any of you have noticed, the time has, look at that time. The time has went like that due to the fact that I've controlled too much of the center, just well too much. She had to think for a long time. Now that's 2 minutes, 29 seconds. Mine is 7 minutes and 2 seconds. And you can tell I've been playing my moves quickly. They play pawn d5. They're a bit desperate. I just go bishop d3. Meanwhile, if I do play here check, the queen can take it. But I'm also quite, and believe it or not, the points are still equal. Actually, believe it or not, the points are still equal. And we've been playing for such a long time. So now if I play my queen here, that check, and now simply the queen is gone. And then that's where the points all go a bit faulty, and then I start winning. So I play pawn e5, queen e2, going on with my plan. They play queen h5, who cares? They should have played something like that, so then the queen doesn't get taken. This plan still works. Off we go the same. The queen can just try to get as many pawns as I can before dying, and then here we go. King simply cannot castle. And now, go back. Look, I just captured a pawn. Now look, so I've just captured a pawn, and it's check. And that is what we call a discovered check. For example, let's say, I also did a discovered check in a few other games, which led me to winning a rook. King e7. And then we have queen f6 check, defended by 2 pawns and the rook. And now we have king d7. And I play pawn g6, gonna promote. King e8, pawn g7, rook g8, sad times, because I'm gonna get there first. So I just play queen f7 check, fork. And look at my opponent's time, 21.5 seconds. So first, it's 21.5 seconds. Next move, it's 14.4 seconds. Oof. And I simply take the rook check. King e7, never mind all of that. I play queen h7, 5.5 seconds left in the clock. King e6 with 1.8 seconds left on the clock. 1.8 seconds left on the clock. And now I just promote my pawn. And guess what? Guess what, guys? Guess what? It's checkmate. Oh my goodness. I just promoted a pawn and 1.8 seconds left on my opponent's clock. I promoted a pawn and it's checkmate. Oh my goodness. That is such a twist for an end. Such a twist. And my time's like 5 minutes and 54 seconds left. Oh my goodness. That is the most funnest game ever. Right, king can't go here due to the pawn. The king cannot go here due to this pawn. The king cannot go here due to the fact that this pawn, the pawn on this pawn over here, this pawn is covering up the d6, and the king cannot go to d7 because of my queen, the queen on the h file, and also cannot go here due to the queen on h file, cannot go on. We've already done these guys, and now the king cannot go on these two squares due to this rook. And how annoying! Had this pawn not been here, that would have been, it still would have been checkmate. Dun, 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 dun. And this rook really does help. And now the queen is also covering up this square on the f file. And there's loads of work done. This was such a good end. And also these are rated games. I love my rating. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you go, let's go to the center part. Look at that. They're right now at my king. Before, they can hardly get to my king. It's very like, that's why your lesson is to always control as much of the center as you can. And when I was trying to go away, bishop, we don't want to live with you. Please go away, bishop, we don't want to live with you. Simply, it just controlled a vast amount of the center, and they can hardly even get out my king from the queen side. So I decided not to castle for a while until another 3 moves later I castled. And this is the change in 3 moves. Wow. And simply that also lets my rook on the f file out. But you should always, another lesson is to always only play e6 if once they play d4, because most people do, attack the center straight away with d4, not f5. Just ban the f pawn. I may tell you not, but let's say, for example, e4, e6, d4, f5. Now the f pawn checkmate simply won't work. Let's say they do this. And now I can go here. You just lost a queen. No. That went, since if we go back here, e4, e6, d4, f5, the checkmate won't work due to the fact, let's say they block with the pawn, simply you just lost a queen. How funny. Very funny. That's why if they've already moved their e pawn, the pawn here, in front of their king, and they played at f4, there's no need to do it. That checkmate. Because simply, you also need to learn what's defending it. If we go here, look, they could have done that. Look, what's that attacking? Nothing. And then they can continue defending, like with, for example, I don't know. But still, you just won a pawn. And you should be glad. At least you won something. For example, you can play d4 and then let the bishop, and then you can get the pawn into the center, and then you can get your bishop out. And I don't understand how, but my opponent couldn't get that pawn. And especially it's a center pawn. There's no point getting a pawn that's just here. Because that is just going to be a useless pawn. Right, there's no need to circle that. There's no need just to get a pawn like that. That is why this game teaches many lessons, and especially it is very epic. Thank you for watching this video. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share this video. Bye!